Hey, Hammer Nation. We lost a great one, man. Chuck Norris, man. Rest in peace to you, Chuck Norris. And he fought Bruce Lee for about a few minutes, man. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck Norris, man. Mhm. Yeah. Chuck Norris, man. When I saw that fight between him and Bruce Lee, yeah, Chuck Norris is gone, man. He was 83. Oh, welcome, Kenny Gus. Welcome. Yeah. I put who was better. I say I still put Bruce Lee number one, Chuck two. That's the order. And I stand on that. I stand on that, folks. Yeah, that was a tough fight between him and Bruce Lee, man. Nobody can top that. Nobody's gonna top that ever. It may be imitated. It may be imitated, but it'll never be duplicated between the fight between him and Bruce Lee. That's classic. That's classic. Anybody agree with me? That's classic. Nobody, some young people know. Uh, to all you young people out there, you don't know this. You don't know none of this. They don't know none of this. Daquan, Kenny, Chucker's wife, they don't know nothing about this. Thank you. They don't know nothing about this. And when Bruce Lee got rid of him, put that cover on him, hey, contagious gardening. Yeah, we lost a good. We saw Texas Walker, Texas Ranger. Like I said before, I'll say it again. There'll never be another fight between him and Bruce Lee. Thank you very much. Never. It'll be imitated, but not duplicated. And that's a fact. And that's a pure fact. Put the one in the chat if you agree with me, or two, you don't. But to me, that's a fact. That's a fact. You know? They can imitate that fight, but it'll never be duplicated. I'm sorry. Thank you, contagious gardening. Thank you. Yeah, that was a rough fight, man. 10 minutes of we thought Chuck Norris had the upper hand on Bruce Lee, but you know, he gave respect to him in Way of the Dragon. You will see that fight between him and Bruce Lee, man. That was a that was a that was a classic fight. That was a classic fight, man. Even though he lost, but still it was a classic fight. And I stand on that. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. That was a classic fight between him and Bruce Lee. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Chucker's wife. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a classic fight between him and Bruce Lee, man. Yep. That'll never be that will never be repeated again. That will never be repeated again, man. Shout out to Chuck Norris, man. Shout out to you, Chuck Norris, man. You know, long live Chuck Norris, man. So we remember that fight between him and Bruce Lee, man. I tell you, I'll still say it again. It'll never be duplicated. It can be imitated, but never duplicated. And that's a fact. That is 100% fact. I will always remember that fight between him and Bruce Lee forever. And that too is a fact. Yeah. That was a knocked out, dragged out fight. Way of the Dragon. If you saw that Way of the Dragon, you'll see him and Bruce Lee go at it. And that too is a fact. None of these young people today know what we're talking about, folks. Okay? None of these young people today know none of this mess. They don't know none of this mess. Chuck Norris will always be Chuck Norris, man. That's a fact. You know? Chuck Norris will always be number two. But yeah, that was a classic fight, man. That was a classic freaking fight, man. Yeah, that was a classic fight, man. Let me see. YouTube. And that too is a fact, man. Bruce Lee, man. Thomas Brown. Shit. Grippy hips and move. Grippy hips and move. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And he was 86 years old, man. I think he could still kick ass. If he wasn't dead, he could still kick ass, man. And that's a fact. That's a pure fact, man. 1,780. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Rip your hips and move. Rip your hips. Hey, rip your hips and move. Rip your hips and move, folks. Rip your hips and move. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Try to make you cry. Hey. To stay. Mm. Yeah. Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris. I'm sure you and Bruce Lee are fighting now. You know, I'm sure they're fighting now, renewing it. I'm sure they're renewing their fight, man. Hey, rest in peace to you, Texas Ranger. Rest in peace to you, Chuck Norris, man. You are the best. You'll always be the best. Often imitated, never duplicated. And that too is a fact. That too is a freaking fact, man. Nobody could say different. Okay? That's a true fact right there, man. Yeah. And I always say, in the famous words of Captain Murdoch of Lethal Weapon, just a second.
I'm getting too old for this shit. People driving in a ditch. I'm getting too old for this shit. They just wanna get rich. I'm getting too old for this shit. Why do I even exist? I'm getting too old for this. 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 I don't wanna do this no more. I just wanna lay on the floor. Don't wanna open the door. Don't wanna do this no more. My mind is rotten to the core. It's like I'm fighting a war. I don't wanna do this no more, but I've been here before. I don't wanna do this no more. I'm getting too old for this.
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm getting
old
too
for
old for this.
this. I'm getting too
I'm
old
getting
for
too
this.
old for this.
I'm getting too
I'm getting too old
old for this.
for this.
I'm getting
I'm
too
getting too old
old for this.
for this.
I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for this.
Yep, yep. We are certainly getting too old for this shit, man. I'm telling y'all. Yep. Hey, Chuck Norris, man, there'll never be another person like you. You're often imitated, but never duplicated. You know what I'm saying? There'll never be another Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris. There'll never be a Chuck Norris. And that, too, is a fact. Tell me if I'm wrong. Nobody, there'll be no more, there'll be nobody like Chuck Norris. And that's a fact, man. That is a pure, unadulterated fact. They may have imitators, but they're not Bruce Lee. They're not Chuck Norris. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They may be imitators, but it's not the real McCoy. Okay? I'm just saying, just like it is. Rest in peace to you, Bruce Lee. Rest in peace to you, Bruce Lee, man. Yep, yep. No, there'll never be another one. I'll see y'all later.